Well, hello there, everybody.
My good heavens, it's an Irishman.
New year, new me. Well, new year, same me. But let's face it, that's why you're here. So let's kick off the new year with an auditor getting kicked off a parking lot. Now, as I've said a million times before, I can understand auditors wanting to film cops and all that kind of stuff. What I don't really understand is why they want to film general members of the public or private businesses. But in reality, I think it's mostly to do with the fact that these are easy targets. These are people who don't really know the law or people who don't really know other people's rights. So they get confused and they think that they can do something about somebody filming in public, which of course we know they can't. It's just easy content. But this guy gets a little bit more than he bargained for. But before we get into that, let's have a look at some of his other escapades. Before we get into this video, consider grabbing yourself some of this awesome Irish Demon merch in the merch store down below. I also do custom versions, so if you would like anything custom written on your shirt, just drop me an email and I'll sort that out for you.
Oh, yeah. Watch out, Bruno. Mama was trying to call me, so I keep hanging up on her. Not doing it again. What's this dude doing? Zach? Huh?
Did you recall my wife?
I'm filming everything I can see walking down the road.
But you filmed home when she was at the f***ing bank.
At the bank?
Yeah.
Don't fucking
Now this guy seems to get a great kick going out there finding Karens and Darrens, as he seems to call them. Or as I like to call them, general members of the public who are trying to figure out what the fluff this guy's actually doing. And why maybe he's filming over his wife's shoulder at the bank. But that's not all, folks.
Yeah, man, we all got cameras.
Right?
What are you up to?
I'm not scared of yours like you're scared of mine.
Huh?
I said, I'm not scared of your camera.
What can we help you with?
I never asked you for help.
Huh?
I never asked you for help.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What?
I didn't ask you for help.
Oh, no, we're just trying to find out what are you interested in.
I'm interested in walking down the street and being left alone.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
What are you, a pervert looking at my kid?
No?
Now that's a bit of a dirty tactic right there. Yes, this guy brings his young child out with him on these audits. And so when a member of the public confronts you and asks you what you're doing, which they absolutely have the right to do, it's a bit of an underhanded tactic to then turn around and ask them if they're some kind of perv, just because you brought your kid with you. And just because they're doing exactly what you're doing, which is expressing their right to film in public.
Seem to be one.
All right.
We're a Darren, guys. We got a Darren.
Huh? What'd you say? I couldn't hear what you said. What?
Go back to work.
Now, something you'll notice about this guy is he likes to kind of shout abuse at people as they're walking away or when they're out of earshot. Color me surprised.
I wasn't even filming at this place. I was actually filming over there, and this guy in here wants to come out.
But isn't that his right to do? So if he's a Darren for coming out and filming in public, does that also make you a Darren for coming out and filming in public? Man, I'm happy that sentence ended. I didn't really know how high up I could go with that one.
Hello, this guy was mad. Hopefully he don't get out and do something stupid. Yeah.
Wait, what is that?
I don't know. We'll see. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. There's always a reason. Because I can. Because I can. That is it. Thank you.
She looked like it looked like she said my name.
What? No, she didn't. Be quiet. You're wrong.
She looks familiar.
You ready to go or wait a few minutes? I don't think any cops are showing up because they would have already. Between that place and this place. Well, you think they'd have work to do.
Yeah, I could kind of say the same for you, buddy. You'd think you'd have some work to do too, right? Probably wrong, to be fair. At least I think that's what you said. It sounded more like...
Well, you think they'd have work to do.
Let me know down below what you think he said. Wrong answers only. It always makes me laugh how these guys are out here whinging about other people not having work while they stand there filming people who actually have work. Strange. Strange how they always seem to have time for this kind of stuff, isn't it? Like, you know, all hours of the day and night, any day of the week.
The guy came out, I told him nothing. At least I was respectful to her somewhat, but she still shouldn't be asking me what I'm doing on the sidewalk.
Wait. But wouldn't that be her First Amendment right to ask you what you're doing on the sidewalk? That's a footpath for those of us that speak actual English.
And what is this address? 910 East Main Street.
10 things between that. It doesn't make sense.
Right between there and there.
How are there 10 things?
Well, maybe over there. I don't know. All right, let's go. Don't look like no cops showing up today.
They would have showed up by now.
Yeah, they would have been here by now. So we're out. Audit radar, like, share, and subscribe.
Well, you heard the guy, like, share, subscribe. Again, at least I think that's what he said. I'm not 100% sure.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Anyway, we move on to the bit where he definitely bit off more than he could chew. And we're going to start to see this more and more. I am sure of it. The more we see these auditors turn on the general public as opposed to public servants, the more we're going to see reactions like this.
I believe it was the owner of this car. I'm on the public sidewalk here. The owner of this car seemed to have a problem with me filming out here. Make sure I'm not in the way of any traffic. Oh yeah, there's this nice pink Jeep again. That's nice.
Yeah, that's real nice if you're a 1970s pimp or Playboy bunny maybe. Although it does look remarkably like Johnny O's car. Some might say suspiciously like Johnny O's car. Ugh, Johnny O in a bunny suit. Boo. Sorry, brother, I love you, but damn.
Maybe someone told him I have the right to be out here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm about to head out. Oh, looks good here, huh?
Oh, he's right there.
On point. Working on a vehicle, maybe? Oh yeah, I see him in there. I can't really zoom my phone that well. He's waving.
All right, so he's standing out there doing, well, like nothing really. Just being a general pain in the ass. You know, like hemorrhoids. Pain in the ass and hard to get rid of. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the ninja version of Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Talking about him, man.
Hey, y'all get up the road with that, man.
I'm on the sidewalk.
Get up the road.
I'm on the sidewalk.
Get up the road. I said, get the
Yeah,
hell
hold
up
on.
the goddamn road, man.
I'm on the sidewalk. Don't hit
Get
me
up the
with that.
damn road. Don't come back around here with that bullshit.
What are you gonna do? Oh, that guy was mad.
Scared.
Yeah.
I can see a picture with that.
Yeah, hopefully they call the cops. I wish I'd call the cops. I wish I had another phone. Get up the road. I can film whatever I want. So a guy comes out here with a weapon at me. Here at Mavis Tires and Brakes in Spartanburg, South Carolina. So y'all look this place up. Mavis Tires and Brakes in Spartanburg, South Carolina. That man deserves to be fired the way he came out here. I wonder if they'll be calling the cops. Get up the road. I can do whatever I want on the sidewalk, motherfucker. I don't see no one on the phone, so we should be good here. The guy thought he was gonna push me out of here, scare me. Alright, I'd say we're done here. If the cops show up, I'll start again. Like, share, and subscribe. Audit Radar.
Okay, so there's a few things to break down here. Remember earlier how I said that he likes to talk to people when they're walking away from him? That's when he seems to become a bit of a tough guy. Notice how when the guy was in his face, he didn't have anything to say. But then this happened.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, real tough as he's walking away. Couple of things though. Number one, this is definitely not the way to react to these kind of people. Just ignore them, don't give them any content, and then you're probably never going to see them again. This is exactly the kind of content this guy wants. Number two, coming at the guy with a weapon like that, kind of unnecessary for somebody just filming. I understand they're really irritating, I understand they're a pain in the ass, but that's not the way to deal with it, especially when there's children there. The guy wasn't posing any real threat or anything like that, so I think coming out there with a weapon was definitely not the right move. What made me really sad about watching this video is when the child said that they were scared that the guy was going to hit them. Now, both of these men are to blame for that, if you ask me. Bringing out your child with you on an audit, probably not a good move. Not really a place for a kid. Not saying that you don't have the right to do that, of course you do. But you know how these things can go, especially when you're looking for that content. Especially when you're provoking for it as well. And for the guy that came out there with a weapon when there's no imminent threat and there's a child there, shame on you, buddy, really. There's better ways to deal with this kind of thing. I don't blame you for getting angry or irritated, but seriously, there are better ways. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you all had a great Christmas, and I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful new year. We'll see you again very, very, very soon indeed. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Sláinte.